There's a quiet thief that sneaks in after your 50th birthday. No alarms, no warning signs. Just one day, you go to stand up from your chair, and your legs feel like they're filled with sand, heavy, slow, uncooperative. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You're not broken. Your body is simply running low on something it desperately needs. A forgotten fuel that once kept your muscles strong, your legs steady, your every step effortless. And the truth is, without this one critical nutrient, your body can't rebuild what age quietly takes away. The condition? It's called sarcopenia, a silent muscle-wasting process that affects nearly 1 in 3 seniors. And it's not just about strength, it's about independence, balance, confidence. But here's the good news. You're not powerless. You're not too late. Because the very first step to turning this around starts right now, on your plate. There's a condition quietly stealing strength from millions of seniors. You won't hear about it on the evening news. Most doctors won't mention it during your checkup. But it's behind nearly half of all hospitalizations from falls in adults over 65. It's called sarcopenia, the slow, silent loss of muscle mass, strength, and function that creeps in as we age. And here's the part no one tells you. If you're over 60, you're already losing up to 1 to 2% of your muscle mass every year, unless you fight back. The signs don't shout, they whisper. Your legs feel a bit heavier than usual. You start using your arms to push up from a chair. Climbing stairs feels like a workout, and sometimes you hesitate before stepping off the curb because your balance just isn't what it used to be. Sound familiar? That's not just getting older. That's your body waving a red flag. Because this isn't inevitable. It's not just aging. It's a nutrient deficiency. And the truth is, there's one specific nutrient that plays a starring role in whether your body rebuilds or continues to decline. In fact, it acts like a light switch for your muscles, and it can change everything, faster than you think. We'll talk about what it is in a moment, but first, let's get clear on one thing. You are not powerless. You're just missing the right tools, and one of them could be sitting on your breakfast plate tomorrow morning. So what's this missing ingredient your body's been silently craving? It's called leucine, an amino acid, yes, but not just any amino acid. Think of leucine as the spark plug for your muscles. It flips the switch that tells your body, it's time to rebuild, it's time to get stronger. And here's where things get exciting. In a 2022 study published in the Journal of Gerontology, seniors who ate leucine-rich foods every day regained up to 40% more leg strength in just 12 weeks, without changing a single thing about their exercise routines. That's nearly double the strength gains compared to those who didn't get enough leucine. But this isn't about bench presses or lifting weights at the gym. This is about standing tall while brushing your teeth, walking through the grocery store without reaching for a cart, getting out of bed without bracing yourself. This is about freedom, because when your muscles work, your life works. And leucine isn't some exotic supplement. It's been used for decades by doctors, sports nutritionists, even Olympic trainers. Why? Because it does what no other nutrient can. It activates muscle repair. Not just feeds it, not just supports it, it commands it. But here's the catch, and why this matters more after 60. As we age, our bodies become less responsive to leucine's signal, so we need more of it per meal than someone younger just to get the same results. Especially in the morning, when your body is fresh out of fuel from the night before. And your first meal? That's your golden window. It's the one chance each day to flip the muscle switch back on. So what's the best way to get leucine into your morning? It's not in toast, it's not in orange juice. It's in something much simpler, much more powerful, and chances are it's already in your fridge. We'll reveal that food next. But first, remember this. Muscles aren't just built in the gym, they're built in the kitchen. And with the right fuel, they can rebuild at any age, even 70, 80, or beyond. Let me introduce you to George. He's 73, a retired truck mechanic from Ohio, built like a tree in his younger days. Tough hands, strong legs, the kind of man who never asked for help. Until one icy morning changed everything. He stepped into his garage, just like always. But that day he slipped. Not hard, not far, just enough to knock him down. The scary part? He couldn't get back up, not because he was injured, but because his legs couldn't lift him. His wife had to call 911. And George, this mountain of a man, sat on that cold garage floor feeling something he hadn't felt in decades. Helpless. After that, everything changed. He started holding onto walls, stopped walking outside alone, and began living with a quiet fear. What if it happens again? When George came to me, he didn't ask for a miracle pill. He just wanted to feel like himself again. So we didn't overhaul his life. We didn't send him to the gym. We started with breakfast. One simple change. One powerful food loaded with the nutrient his muscles had been silently craving for years. It was affordable. It was already in his local grocery store, and it was packed with the leucine he needed to start rebuilding from the inside out. What happened next? Well, we'll talk about the food in just a second, but first, know this. George didn't just get stronger. He got his confidence back. And sometimes that's the most powerful thing of all. So what was the food that helped George turn things around? You won't find it in a fancy supplement aisle. It's not exotic, not expensive. In fact, it's probably already sitting in your kitchen right now. Eggs. That's right. One of nature's most perfectly designed foods. Creamy, complete, and packed with the exact nutrient your muscles are begging for. Leucine. For years, eggs got a bad rap, blamed for cholesterol, linked to heart concerns. But the truth, recent studies from Harvard and the Mayo Clinic have turned that old story upside down. When it comes to protecting your heart and rebuilding your muscles, eggs are not the enemy. They're the answer. Each egg delivers about 1.3 grams of leucine, making it one of the richest, most bioavailable sources of this muscle-activating nutrient, especially for seniors whose digestion has slowed with age. But that's just the beginning. Eggs contain complete protein, all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscle tissue. No powders, no pills, no protein bars with unreadable ingredients. Just 2 eggs, cooked your way, can help you reclaim strength, balance, and independence. Don't just take my word for it. In a 2020 clinical trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults over 65 were split into 2 groups. One group ate 2 whole eggs every morning with a side of fiber. The other group, toast and juice. After just 12 weeks, the egg group showed significantly better leg strength, walking speed, and balance, along with fewer falls and more reported energy throughout the day. Let that sink in for a moment. A food that costs less than $1 a serving helped seniors walk steadier, stand taller, and feel more alive in their own bodies. That's the power of eggs. So why aren't more people doing this? Because they've been told the wrong story? They've been told to fear cholesterol instead of fearing muscle loss. But now you know the truth. And with this one simple addition to your morning, you can start giving your body the signal it's been waiting for. Grow, repair, rise. If eggs are your morning warriors, then Greek yogurt is your nighttime healer. Cool, creamy, comforting, and quietly powerful. For generations, it's been a staple in Mediterranean and Middle Eastern diets, where aging doesn't mean slowing down, but staying strong. And there's a reason for that. Greek yogurt is packed with casein protein, a slow-digesting fuel that feeds your muscles for hours, especially during sleep. Think of it as a gentle drip of strength, working while you rest. In fact, a 2018 study published in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia, and Muscle showed that seniors who consumed casein-rich dairy at night had better overnight muscle repair, stronger balance in the morning, and more stable legs throughout the day. That's right, you can rebuild your legs in your sleep. But there's more. Greek yogurt is also rich in probiotics, the friendly bacteria that help your gut absorb nutrients, reduce inflammation, and keep your digestion running smoothly. Because here's something most people overlook. You could be eating all the right food, but if your gut isn't working properly, your muscles and bones might not get what they need. And it doesn't stop there. Each serving of Greek yogurt provides around 20% of your daily calcium, vital for keeping bones strong, joints cushioned, and muscles contracting the way they should. After all, what good are strong muscles if your bones can't support them? Let me tell you about Doris, an 82-year-old retired florist from New Jersey. She struggled with bloating, weak legs, and ankle pain. Walking even a few blocks felt like climbing a hill. She thought her body was too old to fix. But when we looked at her diet, something stood out. No dairy, no probiotics, very little protein. So we made one simple change. Every night after dinner, Doris had half a cup of plain Greek yogurt mixed with a spoonful of ground flaxseed, cinnamon, and a few blueberries. In 2 weeks, her digestion improved. In 5, her legs felt more grounded. By month 3, she was walking every morning without pain and even joined a weekly Zumba Gold class. That's the power of synergy. Protein for muscle, calcium for bones, probiotics for absorption, all in one simple bowl. So what should you look for when buying Greek yogurt? Plain and unsweetened, to avoid added sugars that trigger inflammation. At least 15 grams of protein per serving. Check the label. Live active cultures for maximum probiotic benefit. Full fat for better absorption of vitamins A, D, and E. And if you're lactose sensitive, don't worry. Many brands now offer lactose-free or plant-based options with the same benefits. The best time to eat it? 30 to 60 minutes before bed. That's when your body begins its repair cycle. And Greek yogurt gives your muscles the steady support they need to rebuild overnight. So if eggs are the kickstart, Greek yogurt is the gentle guardian, a nightly reminder to your body that it's safe, it's healing, and it's getting stronger, even while you sleep. Sometimes, the smallest things make the biggest difference. Take chia seeds, tiny specks smaller than a grain of rice, tasteless, weightless. But inside each one is a powerhouse of support for your nerves, your muscles, and your balance. Think of them as nature's silent bodyguards. They don't shout. They just quietly protect you, step after step. What makes them so special? Chia seeds are one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, or alpha-linolenic acid. These healthy fats help your brain talk to your muscles. They keep the signal sharp, fast, and accurate. Because as we age, that connection can get fuzzy. You may start to feel like your legs aren't responding as quickly, or that your feet aren't quite where you thought they were. That little hesitation at the stairs, the slight stumble when turning, it's not just clumsiness, it's your nervous system begging for backup. And chia seeds deliver. In a 2021 study published in Nutritional Neuroscience, seniors who consumed just 1 tablespoon of chia seeds daily for 8 weeks had better reflexes, faster gait speed, and improved balance, all without changing their exercise habits. But they don't stop at nerves. Chia seeds are loaded with polyphenols and antioxidants that fight inflammation in your joints and muscles, helping ease soreness, stiffness, and swelling. Let me share the story of Ronald, 79, a retired mailman from Oregon. He used to walk miles every day, but over time his steps slowed. He called it the shuffle. He wasn't in pain exactly, but his feet didn't feel connected to the ground. Stairs made him anxious. Curbs felt risky. His doctor offered nerve medication, but Ronald wanted more than numbing. He wanted control back. So he started small. He added 1 tablespoon of chia seeds to his morning oatmeal, then to smoothies, then soaked them in almond milk overnight for a gentle evening snack. Within 3 weeks, he said something remarkable. "I can feel my feet again." His steps were steadier. His balance improved. And that shuffle, it started to disappear. That's the hidden magic of this humble seed. But there's more. Chia seeds also contain magnesium for muscle relaxation and cramp prevention, calcium for strong bones and stable posture, protein to aid muscle repair, and fiber for healthy digestion and steady energy. And they're incredibly easy to use. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons a day, ideally soaked in water or milk for 15 to 30 minutes to boost absorption, especially important for older adults with slower digestion. You can stir them into Greek yogurt, blend them into smoothies, sprinkle over scrambled eggs, or make a simple chia pudding with cinnamon and vanilla. Here's a bonus. Once soaked, chia seeds expand in your stomach, helping you feel fuller longer, supporting healthy weight and joint protection. So if eggs are your morning strength and Greek yogurt your nighttime repair, then chia seeds are your all-day shield, guarding your nerves, stabilizing your balance, and keeping you moving with purpose. They may be tiny, but for seniors, they can change everything. Maybe you haven't felt it yet, but something inside you is already shifting. Because the moment you stop blaming age and start feeding your body what it's been missing, everything changes. Your muscles, they're not giving up. They're waiting for instructions. Your nerves, they're not broken. They're just asking for support. And your legs, they're still capable of carrying you anywhere you dream of going. They just need the right fuel. Let's recap. Eggs, your morning signal. They fire up muscle building first thing, giving your body the green light to grow stronger every single day. Greek yogurt, your nighttime defender. It quietly supports your recovery while you sleep, nourishing muscles, bones, and digestion through the night. Chia seeds, your all-day protector. They keep your nerves sharp, your steps steady, and your inflammation in check, one spoonful at a time. Together, these aren't just foods. They're a strategy, a silent support system, working around the clock to restore your strength, protect your independence, and reignite your confidence. No expensive supplements, no complex routines. Just 3 simple additions to your daily meals that can rebuild the strength you thought was gone forever. Now, imagine this. It's 6 weeks from today. You stand up from your chair without grabbing the armrest. You walk across the living room, no wobble, no hesitation. You bend down to tie your shoes and rise back up with ease. You're not just moving, you're moving forward with clarity, with balance, with control. And if you're wondering, what if I could boost these results even more? What if there was a simple 5-minute daily habit that could supercharge everything we've just talked about? That's what we'll explore next time. Because your journey, it's only just begun.